Joining us now to discuss all of this is Josh Blackman. He's a constitutional law expert and professor at South Texas College of Law. Joshua, thank you so much for being with us. What do you make of what happened today?
The past 24 hours have been surreal. It's been a nonstop roller coaster with the Georgia special election. This morning, the president had his insightful speech by the White House. Senator Cruz lodging the objection to the Arizona votes. These rioters, domestic terrorists, were breaking into the United States Capitol. The president's tweets, both not quite condemning, but almost egging them on. Twitter and Facebook suspending the president. Talks of impeachment, talks of the 25th Amendment, and it's only 8 p.m. I've never in my life thought that we could have a day like today. I'm truly at a loss for words. I truly am.
Yeah, I think we kind of all are in this process and what we've seen play out today. How much of the violence do you think can be blamed on Republicans who chose to object to the results?
I think we're in this long process. I don't think any one speech or any one objection contributed to this. I think we've had a almost 4 or 5 year long pattern where people have been led to believe that if you lose an election, it has to be because of fraud. And there's this alternate reality, which if you ever go on Twitter and just search around, you'll find it. There's this alternate reality that's different from our world that you and I live in. I don't agree with a lot of things Joe Biden will do, but I'm convinced he had more electoral votes. I'm convinced he won the election. I don't have an objection to that. But we're in this world where people believe it. And they believe that they are on the side of righteousness, that they are, as President Trump said, the patriots. This is why I said I think his speech could be deemed insightful, right? We have free speech rights, but you can't incite violence. And telling a mob of people to march on the Capitol to object to the electoral vote counting, if it doesn't cross the line of incitement, it comes awfully close. I still have to give this more thought. Today's been a bit of a blur.
Yeah. Congress has resumed the certification process. I mean, how do you think the rest of this will play out? Do you see any of the previous objections? We're starting to see some of the senators say that they no longer object to this. Do you think that that will be the case throughout the rest of the evening?
I don't know. Has Senator Cruz withdrawn his objection? I haven't been following.
He hasn't, as far as I know yet. I keep checking.
Well, look, as long as the objection's there, they have to take a vote. And at that point, unless he withdraws it, every Republican in Congress will have to be on record whether they vote to object or not. At this point, I hope we're done. The objections have made their point, and to drag this on further, I think would simply create even further chaos on a surreal day.
What do you think will be the long-term impacts of this for future elections? I
don't know. If people get it in their heads that whenever they lose an election, it's because of fraud, our republic cannot function, right? The United States goes around the world and observes elections in third world dictatorships and third world potentates. And we sort of have a moral authority to do so. But if we can't even manage elections in our own backyard and we question every electoral vote, the foundation of how we put people in government simply is in question. All these Republicans who are challenging the electoral votes in their states, if they're right, then their own elections were fraudulent, right? Then they should be thrown out of Congress. It's not just the president. It's every ballot top to bottom. Ballots have multiple people on them. So I don't know what the awakening is or what the next moment is. But this is going down a very dangerous road. If you had asked me yesterday, I would not have predicted this is even remotely feasible, but every day is a new day.
Yeah. Josh, we just have about 30 seconds left, but some Democrats are calling for Trump to be removed from office, either through impeachment or the 25th Amendment. How likely is that scenario?
I've seen tweets saying the 25th Amendment is being discussed. For those who don't know, the 25th Amendment allows the president and the cabinet to basically take the president of office temporarily. Impeachment might be feasible in 2 weeks, but it's pretty quick to get it done before he leaves office. But it's gonna be a long 2 weeks.
Josh Blackman, we will continue to check in with you. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.